I'm Carmen and this is Östersund, a town in northern Sweden, where it's 8 o'clock in the morning and the temperature is -9 degrees. I'm absolutely freezing.
I'll be honest, I really feel the cold, probably because I was born on the equator, and yet here I am in Sweden, where winter is not for the weak. Every year I try to find the best way to stay warm when skiing, and in the past I've been guilty of choosing style over substance, synthetic base layers that look good but don't actually do much when it's properly freezing. So I'm putting merino wool to the test. We're tackling 3 different winter activities, each with its own brutal cold challenge. Skiing, sweaty but freezing, can merino wick away moisture and still keep me warm? Snowmobiling, full wind chill assault, will I survive at high speeds? Ice fishing, sitting, in the open on a frozen lake, no movement means no body heat. And where better to learn about staying warm than Sweden, home to Woolpower, a company that's been making sustainable merino wool gear for extreme cold for decades. Let's get into it. Now, Woolpower knows cold. They've been keeping the Swedish Army, Arctic explorers and even the SAS warm for years. What's the secret to keeping everybody so warm?
Well, of course, it's the merino wool, which is a fantastic material that will keep you warm even if it's moist or in different conditions. But for us, it's also about maximizing the amount of air we can put into the material in the garment to really have that nice warm layer of air next to your skin that will keep you warm regardless of the conditions.
And what is it about Woolpower that's so different from other brands?
Well, for us, it's really about having control of the value chain and making sure that the working conditions and that sustainability is there every step of the way. That's why this behind me is actually not one, but 4 different factories that we built into one. So we're doing everything from knitting, preparation, cutting, and sewing all in the same place.
Right, and it's good enough for the Swedish Army as well.
That's right. They've been a long-term partner for us since many decades, so we're very happy for that one.
Yeah.
They really use the clothes in the most extreme conditions, so that's a perfect customer for us.
Everything is made sustainably under one roof, from spinning the wool to sewing the final stitches. But what makes merino wool so special? It keeps you warm even when wet. It wicks sweat away so you don't freeze when you stop moving. And it's naturally odour resistant, so no stink after multiple wears, which is so important.
So I'm wearing the Woolpower base layer, which is a 200 thread, and it's got a zipper, which is quite helpful. I usually wear a fleece when I ski, but this feels super warm. This feels lovely and warm against my neck. Yeah, it's lovely. And the ski jacket. It's also a Woolpower snood or neck warmer. I do like this. And then when it does get cold, you can pop it up.
To be honest, I've never really invested in a decent pair of base layers. These feel like a different level of comfort. Now time to put it to the real-world test. Skiing is weird because one minute you're working up a sweat, like in the boot room before you even get out there, and the next you're shivering on the chairlift. Let's see how merino handles. Here's what I'm looking for. Am I staying dry, or is my sweat making me cold? If I fall, which let's be real, it will happen, will I still be warm? And can it protect me on long chairlift rides?
So I've been skiing for maybe 2 hours now, and I feel dry, I feel comfortable, and I'm really, really warm. My face is actually quite cold, which gives you an indication of how cold it is, but for myself, I'm feeling really toasty and warm.
Snowmobiling is pure wind chill madness. Unlike skiing, I'm not generating much body heat, so the layers have to do all the work. Here's what I'm looking at. Does the merino layer help block the cold? Am I still warm when I'm just sitting there? And do I feel bulky under my snow gear? The wind is brutal. I've pulled up my neck warmer. I only wish I'd brought something thicker than this lightweight version, but it still made some effort to keep the wind from freezing my face off. Overall, my body is super warm under this windproof suit, and the merino seems to be doing its job. This is the ultimate cold test. I'm literally sitting on ice. No movement, no body heat. Does it keep me warm while I'm just sitting? Am I staying dry, even on the ice? And let's be real, this is the biggest test of all.
So I've got my Woolpower snood, I'm wearing the base layers under this. I've got the mid layer, which is the 400. I am super cold. But I've decided ice fishing is not my thing, really. It's not for the faint-hearted. At least I'm warm.
For me, the best part about ice fishing was the hot chocolate and cinnamon buns cooked on the open fire by the lake. I came away smelling like a campfire, but I was converted to functional over fashionable base layers. After skiing, snowmobiling and ice fishing, did merino wool surprise me? Yes it did. I've always thought base layers were just base layers, but the difference is huge. It's kept me warm, dry and actually comfortable in conditions that normally leave me miserable. So, am I finally ditching my synthetic fashion base layers? 100% yes. And if you're heading somewhere freezing, like skiing, snowmobiling, or just trying to survive winter, do yourself a favour, invest in good merino wool base layers. Your future warmer self will thank you.